But what I did have going for me, which was the truth, is that I am an addict. And all of these other charges were involved with drugs. And it's like what ends up happening is like I really do become a different person
Yeah.
when I'm using, like I don't have a moral compass. So yeah, that's how I was for a long time. And then I would cross a certain line. And then, eventually at some point, I just, that, it was pretty much all, I was just like, okay, well, I won't ever I would never physically want to hurt someone or rob someone like that but I guess part of me didn't feel as guilty because the way I was doing it was I felt all these people would get their money back, and but the truth is I did harm them. I mean, I ruined people's credits, and that's not something that can just be fixed overnight, from different situations and stuff. So I did harm them just because I didn't physically touch them. Like I harmed them in a different way, and the psychological effects from that can be very traumatizing. We went to court, and he's like, "I'm giving you 32 months prison time. If you don't sign for the deal today, it's off the table, and you're gonna get offered more."
My God.
And so we were kind of just like, okay, we don't have a choice. So I signed for it, and I had to be in acceptance. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go to prison. That'll be a little bit over a year and a half I'll have to do. I was trying to think of all the positive things, like I'll go to fire camp if I can. I'll get super fit, and
You said 32 months? That's actually almost 3 years.
yeah, but you would do half time. So that's how I was looking at it. And I was, I did go home that day, and I was super depressed, and I think my parents were taking it harder than me, but I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to end up using. I'm just going to use. Why am I staying sober? But then I was like, does that mean I just stayed sober for this? Does that mean I really didn't want it? And I challenged myself, and I was like, I'm not gonna get high. What is that gonna do? I can continue to stay sober. I'll be sober in prison. I will help women if I can in there. I'll be a tool. And I'm so glad I didn't end up using and going out and running away and trying to cut my ankle monitor off, because I could have done that. And then just been on the run. And then I was like, I'm gonna let's escape to another state or
country.
Whatever. My dad's like, do you really want to do that for a year and a half total of time you'd have to do? And so I had 2 more months to turn myself in. So I just really threw myself into the steps. I wanted to get to at least my amends before I went, and I did.